Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Warcraft replay. Here we have Night Owl vs Orc matchup on the map Twisted Meadows. Hasn't been a full week, thankfully. I've been able to get this recording within a week, I hope. Let's not forget, I don't think it really matters if I choose whose perspectives to watch. They really need to fix this. The replay system is it's not as broken as the game itself, but this specifically, where you can't change perspectives, is a little annoying. I don't remember if there's a hotkey for it. I've never used it before. I do know that these buttons have hotkeys because, well, the prompt at least tells you. So yeah, I'll just be sticking. Actually, it doesn't really matter whose perspective I stick to because they both have invisible units. Either way, Moon's putting in as the red Night Elf player in the top left. He will be facing off against Soin, the blue orc in the bottom left. Career versus career. It's just a ladder game, so not really high stakes. The last time these guys played against each other was like a year and a half ago, back in 2018. I had to check, obviously. But yeah, didn't really look at the game too much. But I did notice that it was during the time where Demon Hunters were still being picked, so whether or not we're going to have that's probably unlikely, as we do have Keeper popping out here for Moon. Anything out of the ordinary? Doesn't seem so. We are going to have camp being pulled to hire mercenaries, I believe. Or not, okay. Normally you would hire mercenaries after pulling the camp, but that did not happen, so we're just going to be continuing to creep. The remaining monsters here, Force of Nature is going to be the first ability of the Keeper, as we do have the Blade Master popping out here for Soin. And it seems like he's going to go straight into harassment, it seems, when walking, and he'll be fighting himself. Not much to do, actually. The Rock Golem already got taken down. Scroll, as well as the Cloak of Shadows, gets picked up by the Keeper. Meanwhile, Ancient of War is going to be attacked by the Blade Master, is still aggroing at least a Troll. But other than that, I doubt this Ancient of War is gonna go down. I say that, but a Grunt is also being pulled over. The Wisps are coming a little too late, and the Blade Master actually manages to take down an Ancient of War there. Full camp gets pulled out, and not exactly a good start here for Moon. Someone doing a very nice job with his Blade Master. Yeah, Moon definitely brought his Wisps a lot later than I would have expected. Is going to lose a Wisp, detonate another. So yeah, his economy is being a little crapped on a little bit, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. We are going to have Hunter's Soul being placed down really early, so Hunter's play could be what Moon's going to go for. We're going to have fast tech for Soin, however, as he is keeping his grunt numbers a little low. I mean, Twisted Meadows is fairly big, so there's no real reason why you would want that many units early on. We are going to have a Berserker being pulled out here by Moon, and it is going to wake the creep camp. But here comes the Blade Master once again. He is topped up thanks to the healing salves. It seems like he only has one charge left. No charges left, as he's going to heal his only buddy. And we are going to start seeing those Huntresses popping out here for Moon, as he is going to start taking tier 2. Halfway behind his opponents, so there's going to be a bit of a difference there. Seems like the Keeper managed to interrupt the salve. I don't know how long the salve was going on for, but yeah, Keeper needs to be careful. He's not. He might be same movement speed range. Movement speed. It's really hard to tell because yeah, Warcraft's the Reforged update didn't exactly give a whole lot of clarity. I don't even remember if I think the range number is new. I don't exactly remember it being in Classic, but I really would have liked to have seen like both attack speed and movement speed put into numbers there. I know it's very ambiguous putting it in numbers because it's very hard to measure units in numbers, but then again, like, this current system is also very hard to tell anyway, so it's not like it's going to affect things too much. It's a lot easier to compare two units as well, so if only Reforged made those kind of changes, clarity changes, rather than... I honestly don't know what Reforged changed, aside from making the game a lot worse. Either way, tier 2 is now done. We're gonna have the wall mill being placed down. We have a Spirit Lodge being built here, which is interesting.
We're under attack.
Troll Berserkers. No, it doesn't look like it. We're gonna have Brute Strength being researched here, so that's going to buff up the grunts a little bit. Not entirely sure if someone's gonna go mass grunts. We are gonna see at least some Spirit Lodge building units being trained up, but mass grunt seems like it seems pretty bad versus mass huntresses, but I don't know if we're gonna go mass huntresses for Moon either, since he did go tier 2. Is gonna pop the alchemist from the tavern as the Blade Master, trying to make some havoc here. He did hit level 2, but not sure what else he's gonna find here. Maybe a free treant kill, but other than that, he is... never mind, he's gonna go straight after the Keeper there as the Hex assassination attempt. Seems like it fizzled out as the Cloak of Shadows is going to actually prove to be some of use for Moon there. We did hear a couple of Shaman being trained up as well. So Shaman grunts, that's interesting. We're gonna have an acid bomb being tossed at the Blade Master as these low hit point grunts. Are they gonna get taken down? I'm not too sure. Purge is going to be utilized to get the grunt out of his entangled prison, as I guess that's one use of those shaman there, but is that all? Is that all they're gonna be used for? They could definitely be used in tier 3 to apply Bloodlust to those grunts. But then again, like, grunts aren't exactly the best users of Bloodlust. The main reason why Berserkers are useful is because, like, number 1, they're ranged, and number 2, they have their Berserk abilities, so it's like stacking 2 steroids on 1 unit. Grunts don't exactly have a steroid themselves. They do have the Berserker strength, of course, but it's very minimal compared to the Berserker ability from those Troll Berserkers there, so not sure if we're going to go all the way to tier 3 for Soin. Moon, on the other hand, it seems like he is going to be committed with his Huntress build here, as he's going to be training up, or upgrading the Moonglaive upgrade. So that's going to add one more bounce to those bouncing glaives of those Huntresses, I believe. And yeah, +1 attack upgrades has already been completed, and it seems like +1 armor upgrade is on the way now. Expansion attempt on the top side here for Moon. He is going to hit level 3 with his Keeper, as well as a little close to level 3 on the Alchemist. Shadowhunter is going to be the one to soak up all the experience, it seems, as the Blade Master is just on harassment duties here. Is going to spot the expansion. Probably not going to be able to do anything about it, unless he brings his entire gang together. He is going to at least delay this gold mine from being entangled, but like doing this, all it does is just delays the expansion a little bit. It doesn't exactly give him experience or whatnot, so yeah, there is that. Plus, it seems like the counterattack is going to come very soon. Armor supply here right now, it's 50 for Soin. Meanwhile, it's what is it for Moon? It's, oh god, it's so hard to tell without the tracker. But here comes the engagement here. 2 heroes versus 1. Serpent Wolves are going to be trying to add the DPS against those Huntresses, but Healing Spray from the Alchemist is going to rectify that a little bit. Scroll of the Beast is going to be used by the Keeper there, so it seems like armor supply is pretty even, 49 versus 50. But the Blade Master is currently out of commission for this particular fight, so it seems like Soin does not exactly want to choose this. Entangled is going to get immediately purged by the Shaman, but the Bouncing Glaives of those Huntresses, just too much DPS for the Grunts to deal with. +1/+1 versus +0/+1. Another Purge proc comes in, but that Grunt's pretty low health already. It seems like he's just going to get sniped down very soon. Oh, one more glaive and that should have done it, but the Shaman is going to get taken down in exchange for that. Someone's losing units compared to Moon. As I say that, he immediately loses in Huntress. Serpent Wards are doing pretty nice work there. Lightning Shield is going to be cast onto that front Grunt, and he's going to deal pretty nice just damage over time around his surroundings. As the Keeper does die at level 3 as the Blade Master enters the field here. He's very close to level 3, maybe a couple more kills should give him that level 2 Wind Walk. But is this wise for Moon to actually keep fighting after his Keeper gets taken out? Probably not, as the Alchemist is going to be stuck healing himself for pretty much very minimal gain. If he chooses to stand still and heal himself, he's just going to eat the DPS in response. Blade Master does get forced to use his invuln, but like, I don't think that's going to mean too much. He is going to Wind Walk to possibly just take down that Berserker, as the Huntresses are going to chase away the Orc units, but like, chasing away doesn't necessarily mean getting any kills, so yeah, Moon loses quite a bit on his side actually. Someone loses like a couple Grunts and Shaman from the earlier chase, but like, yeah, someone returned the favor quite nicely, able to take down both of the heroes as well as a couple of Huntresses himself, so yeah, not exactly a worthwhile trade there. Sentinel is going to get upgraded or researched for those Huntresses, +2 attack upgrades for the Huntresses as well. This expansion is now operational, so yeah, I would say Moon can afford to lose, or it'd be a lot more wasteful, but being wasteful is kind of double-sided, because yeah, you lose resources in those units, but you kind of give experience over to your opponent as well, so level 3 Blade Master, not exactly the level 5 powerhouse you would expect, but the Shadow Hunter is also getting up there as well, so yeah, he just needs to be careful not to be too wasteful. Tree of Life being placed down here, so maybe a replacement just for this one on the top side, but honestly, is that all Moon's gonna do? He's gonna just build a replacement because he knows this one's going to go down very soon. He's not even gonna try to defend this, as most of his bulk of army is on the opposite side of the map. So this tree is gonna go down very soon. Despite having no raiders, it seems like that's not gonna make this siege any slower. Shadow Hunter is gonna hit that level 4, so level 2 Serpent Wards, I believe? No, these are already level 2, so level 2 Hex maybe, or maybe even level 1 Healing Wave, who knows. Counterattack is coming through here, but we do have a couple of watchtowers as well as a burrow battle stationed up, so the siege is kind of risky to do. I mean, you can try and abuse the bouncing glaives of those Huntresses, but with so many towers being built here for Soin, this is kind of hard to crack, honestly. He kind of needs his own siege units, ballistas, glaive throwers, whatever, mountain giants maybe, but like, yeah, this is really bad for Moon to be in, because he did build his replacement Tree of Life, but if he ever gets attacked too soon, it's not gonna make the it's not gonna make the resources back. So right now, Soin has a lot of map pressure right now. Moon's, I mean, he has a bit of map pressure, but I don't really think that these Huntresses are going to stand toe-to-toe versus what Soin has. Aura of Darkness also gets picked up here by the Blade Master, so if the Blade Master gets the killing blow, which, I mean, come on now, it's the Blade Master, it's not going to be that hard. Basically, Black Arrow effects are going to happen. He's going to be able to spawn his own skeletons. Probably not that useful, to be honest, but it's kind of a pseudo Spirit Link against those Huntresses, because those skeletons can just soak up the bouncing glaives themselves rather than the actual important units, so we'll have to see if this orb gets used all too well. But other than that, Devotion Aura gets picked up by the Shadow Hunter. Not sure what else. Maybe the Blade Master could use a Purge Ball because, yeah, the 1 or 2 second route is, it's going to be nice catching those Huntresses, and yeah, you can see here Purge doing very nicely. Even after the route expires, the very damaging slow is, it's just a bonus on top of that. This expansion on the right side here, I did not even notice it, but apparently someone did, and this is going to fall very soon. This expansion is being rebuilt. Skeleton did spot it, so I imagine the Blade Master is going to make another trip up there. Alchemist hits level 5, which that's pretty impressive. He does have Pin of Mana and Energy, so he has a lot of mana available. Is going to try out the Moon Walls there, as I'm surprised that we're sticking to tier 2. Considering that Moon had a lot of economy going, but yeah, apparently not. His Huntresses are +2/+2. They could definitely take advantage of being +3/+3, but Moon hasn't actually made that jump just quite yet. Expansion over here did try to get built, but yeah, just a little check by Soin is going to fix that very soon. Does Soin want this? I mean, I was talking about how, like, he would be pretty devastating versus this matchup, and yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Those Huntresses might be a little bit too much damage, actually. I don't know if Moon's actually under 50 or not. Seeing that he had so many expansions, probably not. He is indeed at 68. Versus Soin's 50 here, so there's a huge supply difference, and with the heroes being level 5, or at least the alchemists being level 5, it might just be enough to swing this his way. As I say that, the keeper is going to start channeling, so despite being about 20 supply ahead, it seems like just these Huntresses by themselves is not enough to deal with. I would probably say the Blade Master. I don't know if the grunts really did anything. Yes, 800 health is kind of a lot to chew through as Huntresses, but like you have so many Huntresses, I would imagine that the glaives would start to add up. And here we go again. Team Skull is going to get channeled by the Shadow Hunter here. Tree of Life is going to fall, as it seems like Soin manages to retreat without any losses. Moon is... he's playing very wastefully, it seems. He's expanding wherever he can. Tower Rush attempt here by Soin is going to get foiled as the Heap Scroll is going to come through. But it seems like since the Shadow Hunter didn't exactly go Healing Wave, this War of Attrition is starting to show the cracks here for Soin. His units can't actually sustain multiple engagements in a row, compared to Moon, who just uses his Alchemist to heal all his Huntresses up, and yeah, this is getting a bit problematic here. Soin is relying a lot on those healing salves, it seems. I mean, he has a Spirit Lodge. If he wants to match up with this sustained battle, he should just start investing in Witch Doctors, I would say. I think Witch Doctors with Grunts is actually pretty nice, since since Healing Worlds, I believe, scale by HP, so since Grunts have such high HP, I would imagine Healing Worlds would be, you know, a lot more effective than running Raiders or something like that. But here comes this engagement here, 71 for Moon, 50 for Soin, so Soin is still down by quite a bit, is going to take down the expansion here. Does he have TV scroll? He does have it on his Spirit Wolf, Shadow Hunter, but he's going to pick this fight, it seems. His opponent does have a pretty nice Conclave on him, but Soin is holding his ground. I'm not sure if that's actually a smart idea or not, but yeah, nice Hex onto the Healing Waving Alchemist, but like I said, 20 supply difference. With the continuous sustain of the Alchemist, I don't think it is wise for Soin to keep fighting until like low HP. Now that the gold mine has collapsed for the main bases on both sides, this is kind of a really sketchy game for Soin right now. He can't actually expand anywhere because his opponents apparently just keeps taking the gold mines, so yeah, Soin's in a really weird place. Moon's just being a menace right now, expanding wherever he can go. This gold mine is actually not taken. But yeah, it's gonna get taken very soon. This Tree of Ages is gonna move out. It seems like, yep, Moon's being relentless right now. He knows his opponent is screwed in terms of econ, so even if he takes down like a Grunt or a Shaman, he knows it's gonna be very difficult for his opponent to replace that unit. So Soin's basically fighting with what he's got right now, which is not that much. He is able to afford another TP scroll, so he's got, like, I think one more left in him. If he loses this next fight, I'm pretty sure it's 100% GG, even though it looks pretty GG right now. Wisp are being brought over to hopefully get this gold mine, but the Plate Master actually catches them in transit. Mass detonations are going to come through here. We do have a TP scroll, and this is probably not a fight Soin wants. He probably didn't see the TP scroll since most of these units actually went invis after that. Oh, this is definitely not a good fight for Soin to go through because this is a cliff. So the Shaman and the Shadow Hunter has a chance of missing. Doesn't really matter to the ranged unit, to the melee units, but is someone winning this? It seems like he is. The Bloodlust apparently is a pretty good deciding factor in winning fights, despite being quite a bit down in terms of supply. 44 for Soin. He actually cut his opponent's supply down to 42, and yeah, he might actually continue to do this. Hex is going to come through to the Alchemist to cancel that healing wave, only getting off like 2 waves before cancelling it. Another Purge is going to be cast onto the Alchemist, and he's just going to get Purge trapped here. Another healing wave, that is going to be his last. Shadow Hunter is not even going to waste mana to the Hex, as the Alchemist is going to fall level 5. We're going to have the Purge trap here onto the Keeper. It's going to be pretty bad, to be honest, if the Keeper drops as well, because it seems like Moon doesn't have that much gold in his reserves either. Keeper is going to use that Invuln, but that's just a lesser, so it's not going to last all too long. And there goes the Keeper at level 5 as well. Blade Master about to that level 6. Shadow Hunter is already level 6, but without mana, so I'm not going to see Big Bad Voodoo there, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. Blade Master also hits that level 6, so yeah, despite having no gold mine, it seems like Soin is able to turn things around here. Honestly, I didn't really expect him to be able to pull it off, but I really do think that getting that Bloodlust,
We're under attack.
just making those units like 50% bitter, it seems like that was enough to just overcome this 20 supply advantage that Moon had for the majority of the game. Long distance mining here from Soin. Yeah, I honestly don't know how Moon could have actually thrown this. Maybe being a little wasteful with his expansions kind of led to this situation that he's in right now. I definitely do think he should have consolidated just to the top half. Just don't screw around expanding at your opponent's expansion here. He should have definitely gone up to 80 supply and tried to finish it himself, because yeah, the longer that he drags this out, yeah, the riskier it will be, because your opponent will hit that ultimate level for his heroes. So yikes, it's not a good position to be in for Moon, because he is now without a gold mine. He is being revealed. His alchemist is gonna pop out, but I honestly don't know what the alchemist can do by himself. Keeper, it seems like he got revived through the tavern and Moon rolled it up, but yeah, 36 supply for Soin. That's probably enough, to be honest. Moon only has 32. We are gonna have a TP scroll actually being channeled by the Shadow Hunter here, so seems like Moon's fight is gonna be delayed a little bit. Only like 6-7 huntresses on Moon's side versus Soin, who has like 2 level 6 heroes. Maybe he's just a little anxious because he doesn't exactly have mana on these heroes, so is gonna recoup a little bit. But yeah, like I said before, both sides are struggling in terms of gold, so this could possibly just be the last fight. Invuln gets picked up here by the Keeper. Alchemist
Our warriors have engaged.
doesn't really have much to his name either. So 32 for Moon. I believe we're still at 36 for Soin, but that might get cut down a little bit with these peon deaths. Hex onto the Alchemist here. Alchemist kind of out of mana, so even if he does fall, I don't really think it's going to impact Moon all too much. Purge is going to be utilized to quickly dispel those treants, as another Hex comes down onto the Alchemist. He is going to get preserved back home. No Purge procs just yet for the Blade Master. We're going to go straight for the Huntresses. We'll go for the Keeper. It seems like the Keeper is going to be the main target here for the Blade Master. Is he going to get any Purge procs? So far, not yet. What's the chance? It doesn't exactly have a percentage chance. It's probably something like 10%.
We're under attack.
There we go there, but the Keeper is going to turn around and fight. Alchemist, I don't think he's going to be enough. Those are some pretty mild crits, to be honest. Lightning Shield is going to be cast onto the Shadow Hunter there. Another Lightning Shield is going to get cast onto the Blade Master. They're both out of mana. Is this going to be the turning point where someone actually just throws his heroes? Hex has been cast onto the Alchemist, but that's pretty much it. Both the Orc heroes that got taken down. Tranquility is going to get channeled by the Keeper. There's no real way for these Orc units to cancel this. Preservation Staff is going to get transferred over to the Alchemist and save the Keeper, but here comes the surround here by the Grunts and Shaman. Alchemist gonna try and heal himself as best as he can. The Huntresses are gonna come and try and break their hero free. It seems like this is do or die situation for both sides. Despite these Huntresses being so low HP, losing the hero is definitely a lot worse. Gonna have the Keeper returning after Moonwelling as best he can, and it seems like through such a back and forth, Soin, I think, definitely threw it there. But Moon is gonna take this. To my surprise. That definitely should not have happened. I definitely think Soin was in the commanding position. He got his 2 heroes trapped. And yeah, he threw it, I think. I think he definitely threw it. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed this particular game. It was really weird. Definitely sloppy on both sides. I don't know who played worse, but Moon was able to take the victory here, so yeah, there's that. I was so expecting, like, I'll bring up the overlay again, I was so expecting someone to tie it up, but yeah, next time these guys play, Moon will whoa. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys again next time.